Hey, Meg, where'd you get those pants?
They were just on the ground. Well, I'm off to the club.
Brian! The ever-so-pretentious dog decides that mastering a flight simulator makes him more qualified than actual pilots. It's classic Brian, self-assured in his misguided expertise. You can almost imagine him pitching to airlines, "Why hire real pilots when you can have me?" I've flown into imaginary turbulence and lived to bark about it.
Because his hair isn't fully combed.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, your mom bought an app that cuts power to the TV once I've reached my daily screen time limit.
Pina, the app says
I
that...
know!
Keep it down, guys. I'm trying to land a 757.
Chaos ensues when Peter's screen time is cut off by a parental control app, prompting Brian to escape into a flight simulator obsession, convinced he's the next aviation prodigy. Peter's screen time crisis could practically be a documentary on modern parenting struggles. The app's daily limit turns him into a flailing man-child, battling the invisible forces of technology. You can imagine him rallying neighbors for a screen freedom protest, only to accidentally stream it live and run out of time mid-chant.
And another perfect landing. Check it out.
Oh, I can't even look at screens over shoulders, Lois said.
Pina, the app just...
I'm not looking!
Meanwhile, Stewie discovers the joys of an easy bake oven, sparking dreams of becoming a Michelin-starred pizza mogul. Who could resist Stewie's culinary awakening?
Stewie, you might like playing with this. Oh, I'll go get a rag to clean it.
Don't bother. I don't need your stupid garbage girl toys from the 1940s, Grandma. I love trucks and dinosaurs. Oh my God, Rupert, I've always wanted an easy bake oven. Ugh.
The psychopathic infant pours his soul into gourmet pizzas, declaring Rupert as his Michelin muse. But knowing Stewie, it wouldn't just stop at pizza. There's definitely a subplot brewing where he conquers the global pizza market and takes on Domino's in a cutthroat battle for supremacy. His slogan? Why settle for hot and ready when you can have cold and ruthless? In this whirlwind of hilarity, Brian and Quagmire find themselves accidental heroes after co-piloting a plane to safety while juggling shrimp-induced food poisoning and seat malfunctions.
Oh! Ah! It's coming! Don't worry, Quagmire. I can take over.
Are you crazy? You could never in a million... Oh, son of a bitch! Damn it, get out of the way! I'm gonna have to take a boy band!
Never has the line between hero and hot mess been blurrier. Brian, whose qualifications include playing a $2.99 flight simulator app, ad-supported if you're cheap, suddenly finds himself co-piloting a real plane. Meanwhile, Quagmire's attempt to maintain professionalism is thwarted by leftover shrimp vengeance.
Lower your flaps more and ease off the throttle!
Roger that.
The whole ordeal is like watching the world's worst buddy cop movie, except instead of solving crimes, they're solving the mystery of which button doesn't flush the in-flight toilets. The finale, where they're honored as heroes, despite it all, is a chef's kiss of irony. You can almost hear Brian's internal monologue, "Well, at least I get a giant ceremonial key for my trouble." Totally worth it. Enter the lowest level executive, Keith, whose enthusiasm for marketing a poop-in-the-sink hero story is both ridiculous and terrifyingly plausible. The idea of Brian and Quagmire becoming a media sensation feels like a biting parody of our clickbait-driven world. As they're carted off on a multi-state PR tour, you just know things will spiral further into chaos. Maybe they'll even get sponsored by that flight simulator app. Imagine the slogan, "Save lives." Swipe left to deploy landing gear. Meanwhile, Stewie and Chris embark on an entrepreneurial pizza venture that blows up thanks to savvy social media buzz. Only Stewie could turn a toddler's toy into a foodie revolution. Branding their pizzeria as a pop-up is a stroke of marketing genius. Cue the social media hysteria. The satire is razor sharp as they tackle foodie culture, from TikTok reviews to QR code elitism. Stewie's disdain for basic patrons with androids is the kind of petty superiority that really puts the artisanal in his pizza empire.
Can I get a slice?
Okay, let's start with the easy one. We don't do slices. Next, you can start by scanning the QR code to enter yourself in the raffle. Oh, is that an android? Here.
What's this, your website?
No, it's the number for Domino's. Take a hike, idiot.
And let's be honest, Domino's tag, "We meet the legal definition of pizza," deserves its own Emmy. Brian and Quagmire navigate a turbulent press tour as Brian's accidental heroics overshadow Quagmire's career as a pilot.
I can't do the noises, but you get it.
Diarrhea, diarrhea, diarrhea. I can't do the noises, but you get it.
The press tour is a carnival of escalating absurdity. Poor Quagmire, who just wanted his Sully Sullenberger moment, ends up becoming the poster child for bathroom mishaps. Quagmire's frustrations boil over as he becomes the unwilling face of toilet humor in car commercials, leading him to question his entire identity.
If you're hunting for a car, don't pull a Quagmire.
Sorry, what the hell is this?
Oh, Mr. Brockner always likes to have some humor in his ads.
Humor? Some fat guy pretending to be me pooping on a sink is the humor?
The car dealership ad is a stroke of cringe genius. Don't take a dump in the sink, land a smooth deal. You can feel Quagmire's soul leave his body as Brian basks in the glory of his accidental heroism, oblivious to the fact that he shattered Quagmire's one respectable trait. It's like watching a buddy comedy where the buddy is also your nemesis. The subplot with Stewie's Pizza Parlor gets a sprinkle of modern-day satire as they gear up for a review from Dave Portnoy. The stakes couldn't be higher, because if anyone can make or break a boutique eatery, it's this internet king of pizza hot takes. Of course! The drama escalates when their ancient easy bake oven bites the dust, leaving them scrambling for a solution. Stewie's dream of culinary stardom is derailed when the easy bake oven light bulb, a relic from the 1960s, burns out, sparking a desperate quest for a replacement at Mr. Herbert House.
Actually, Mr. Herbert, I noticed a new mole on my thigh and wanted to ask if it looks misshapen to you.
Well, let's have a little look-see. Oh!
It's the ultimate underdog story, except the heroes are a psychotic toddler and a 4-year straight homecoming dunce. Only Family Guy could turn a malfunctioning light bulb into a full-scale existential crisis. The fact that it's a 200-watt, lead-filled relic from the 1960s is oddly poetic, like some twisted metaphor for how dreams are fragile, yet ridiculously specific. Stewie's frantic quest to replace the bulb leads him straight to Herbert, the creepy collector of all things outdated.
Ah, damn it!
There it is. What do you think?
Merciful heavens! Oh. Ah, got it!
Do you hear those muffled cries in the next room?
It's the TV.
It's both unsettling and oddly practical. Honestly, who else would hoard toxic light bulbs like their Pokemon cards? As Quagmire grapples with his tarnished reputation and Brian's accidental glory, the episode serves up a mix of absurdity, satire, and classic Griffin-style mayhem. Poor Quagmire. All he wanted was a moment of genuine respect in his otherwise eyebrow-raising resume, and instead, he's forced to co-star in a toilet-themed car commercial. His breakdown and decision to quit piloting feels both tragic and hilarious.
I'm getting those pants. Lois, this is not my fault. Lois is right, Brian. Wearing that pilot's hat means something. It's one of the few remaining hat jobs.
You guys are right. I gotta fix things with Quagmire.
Let's face it, when you're Googled and the top result is Diarrhea Sink Guy, it's hard to bounce back. But hey, throwing away his uniforms leads to Peter and Meg snagging some new pants, so at least someone wins in the chaos.
Is the room getting spinny to anyone else?
Pina, take those pants off.
I can't, my arms are numb.
Brian attempts to give Quagmire his heroic Sully Sullenberger moment by poisoning the captain of a duck boat, with the hope that Quagmire will jump in to drive it to safety. Brian's well-intentioned, but completely disastrous attempt to stage Quagmire's Sully Sullenberger moment is like handing a toddler the controls of a crane, and then being surprised when the wrecking ball starts swinging.
How the hell would I know how to drive a boat?
I mean, isn't it all kind of the same thing?
You really Quagmire this whole thing, Brian. Oh, God, now I'm doing it.
Everything spirals into disaster when the duck boat collides with a ferry, causing a town-wide supply chain meltdown. The duck boat catastrophe, resulting in months-long supply chain delays, is Pete Griffin absurdity.
The complete blockage will result in months-long delays in the delivery of goods, including shipments of hops for beer making, acne medicine, and hair dye for men.
This used to be a town where a man could keep a secret.
Imagine the town reacting, we're out of beer hops and acne cream? This is the end times. And, of course, the media dubs Quagmire as local diarrhea celebrity, forever cementing his legacy in a way no pilots has ever could. Meanwhile, Stewie and Chris's pizza venture gets a glowing review from Dave Portnoy.
Oh, this pizza's amazing. Once I post my review, you guys will have a line from here to Boston filled with nothing but UFC fans and insurrectionists.
Did you hear that, Stewie? We're gonna be rich!
The pizza subplot is pure comedy gold. Dave Portnoy giving the pizza a glowing review, only for it to be followed up by the health department's checklist of violations, is a chef's kiss moment of satire. The line of questioning, have either of you ever washed your hands? Is both horrifying and hilarious. You just know Stewie is thinking, hygiene is for the weak, brilliance doesn't need soap.
Have you washed your hands before making this pizza?
No.
Have either of you ever washed your hands?
No.
Are either of you currently crapping your pants?
Yes.
A little bit, yes.
Okay, listen, I'm not here to give you a hard time. You're a small business. I'm willing to let this stuff slide.
The shutdown feels inevitable as they lack the one thing Joe, the health inspector, can't do without. Handicap access ramp?
No.
You people are animals! I'm shutting this place down!
But their run as accidental culinary moguls is nothing short of legendary. This episode perfectly captures the absurdity of internet culture. Between Portnoy's pizza reviews fueling foodie hysteria and the town's obsession with Brian as a hero, despite his actual contributions being questionable, it's a sharp jab at society's misplaced priorities. The kicker? The FAA revealing that the plane's autopilot actually landed it, leaving Brian with nothing but a hollow shell of false glory.
Airplane's autopilot system actually landed the plane, and not Brian. That's our show for tonight, and now the Channel 5 theme music while our audio guy forgets to mute my mic. Anyway, as I was saying, in exchange for sex, I'll help advance your career.